I was going to sit down and do this Tamar Braxton, JR, and Tommie video. Then I got on the phone with my friend and he said, oh, did you see what Tommie said? And I'm like, from today, y'all, I go to the shade room and it reaffirms how I already felt. I feel like Tamar Braxton is less than smart. Tamar Braxton is sleeping with the enemy. Tamar Braxton looks dumb. I personally have secondhand embarrassment from how Tamar Braxton is out here in public making herself out to be boo-boo in every single one of his fools. I don't even like Tommie. I think Tommie is disgusting. I think Tommie is a crackhead too. I think Tommie is problematic. I think Tommie needs help. I think Tommie is mental. I think Tommie is violent. I think Tommie is trash. But Tommie won this. Tommie won this. Tommie said, checkmate. Checkmate, bitch. Checkmate. Because, Tamar, how are you going back to a man that publicly embarrassed you? How are you going back to a man that took your ops out and ate her ass? How are you going back to a man and then gonna be up on a stage in public talking about ain't no crackhead gonna come between me and my man, my man, my man. He's a good man, Savannah. Tamar, if you don't listen to anything else, listen to this. Run, run, Tamar, run, run. You are sleeping with the enemy. That is not a good man, Savannah. I don't know what movie that come from. I think it's Waiting to Exhale or something like that. He's not a good man, Savannah. Abort mission. He's not a good man. Run. Okay. So if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. So Tamar Braxton went on to the show on Peacock, right? It was Tamar, it was Nivea, it was Evelyn Lozada, and it was kind of like The Bachelor. I didn't watch it, but Tamar ended up being engaged, I believe, to JR, who was this nice looking white man with like the Jadena style, old school part and the wavies, and he wears nice suits. He has a law firm in Atlanta, etc., etc. Evelyn ended up being engaged to this other guy. Evelyn, not too long ago, maybe a month or two ago, came out and said that she broke up with that man and called off the engagement because they live in separate states and he has a son entering high school. But what I can respect about Evelyn is that situation never really got messy. She bowed out of the relationship gracefully, and it was what it was. I never thought I would say this, but Tamar Braxton, you need to take some notes from Evelyn Lozada. You need to bow out of this relationship with JR gracefully, because right now you look stupid. Right now you look crazy. Right now you're embarrassing yourself. So she went on to the Peacock version of The Bachelorette and found this man JR. They got engaged or got together after the show, right? It became a real relationship. They were together for some time. If you go back and look at her YouTube channel, she was always over his house and cooking for the white man, and she would, make meals for him and put some frozen green beans in a pot with some cream of mushroom and make him some, green bean mushroom casserole and things of that nature, okay? I don't know what happened in that relationship, but they broke up, okay? They broke up. I believe he went onto the internet and called the situation, either he called her or the relationship toxic. Disrespect me in private. We can hash it out, argue in private, but when you take that toxicity to the interwebs, we're done. Tamar should have been done when he used the word toxic on Instagram to describe y'all separation, right? So he went to Instagram, called Tamar and the relationship toxic, right? And then weeks and weeks or a month or two later, I don't know the timeline, she then went on tour. And then Krishan slapped James Wright. So when that happened, Tommie got involved, okay? So Tommie is a reality TV star. She was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She had a famous beef with Jocelyn Hernandez. She moved over to Zeus and did the baddies. And she is known to be high off life. I'll just go ahead and say that, right? Tommie then goes to Instagram, probably up under a blog, and comments, or maybe she went to her Instagram story and commented on the situation with Krishan being invited to Tamar's tour and then subsequently slapping James Wright, the patty guy. Okay, the patty pie guy, right? Tamar did not like what Tommie had to say. Therefore, she went to Instagram and called Tommie a crackhead. I don't know if she's a crackhead, but I feel like she does coke. So, and a lot of people feel like that. Okay, Rolly said it. They said it on the goddamn Love and Hip Hop. Remember that reunion when it came to Love and Hip Hop when she was trying to fight Tammy, Waka Flocka wife at the time. She was trying to fight Tommie and it kind of seemed like she was on drugs. She was trying to fight on to the baddies and it kind of seemed like she was on drugs. When she would argue with her mama onto the Love and Hip Hop, it kind of seemed like she was on drugs, okay? So listen, Tamar calling Tommy a crackhead is not that far-fetched. Soon after that, her ops started teaming up, y'all. The ops, they teaming up. And listen, I keep saying this, but once you make it to the internet, trash me on the internet, we're done. We're done. But you start having motivations and intentions to hurt me by teaming up with my ops, that's weird. That's weird. That's on a whole nother level. At this point, you're a permanent op. At this point, you're an enemy. At this point, you're doing nothing but trying to hurt me. Okay? We can never be cool after that. There is no being cordial. There is no reconciliation. There is no I'm going back. I will never suck your dick again. You will never get this cat again. None of that. We're done. Okay? There's nothing else between us. So, JR and Tommy started DMing. Okay? And we'll get into the DMs later, but they somehow linked up. When they linked up, they ended up going to a basketball game and posted it to Instagram. So it was kind of, shady because we saw Tommy and Tamar going back and forth talking about some crackhead this and Krishan that. And then all of a sudden we see JR, Tamar's ex, with Tommy. Okay. So the ops are linking up. Fast forward to today. I see this clip of Miss Tamar Braxton, and she's basically talking about how a crackhead is not going to get between her and her man. Okay, so that lets me know that obviously Tamar is back with the white man, JR.
I had to go get my man back, y'all. And I know y'all lying. If y'all thought I was going to let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game. No, man. That was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up. Shit, I could have went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up, bitch.
This is embarrassing.
It's a good man, Savannah.
Girl, Tamar, are you for real? You break up. So she basically said that a crackhead is not going to get in between her and her man. So she took her man back. And she says that, it's all fair because we were broken up. And so he can go out with the ops and she could have went out with his homies because they were broken up. And then called him a good man, Savannah. Doubling down that nothing is going to come between her and her man. Tamar, that's embarrassing. Tamar, you look crazy. Tamar, I'm just disappointed. How is he a good man, Savannah? How? Like, where's the logic in that? If you went out with his homies to spite him, how would that make you a good woman? Technically, yeah, you guys are broken up, but bitch, if I break up with my man and my man then dates my friend, I think that's one of my worst fears of all time. Somebody that I'm in love with, fucking with somebody that is within my association circle. Okay? Somebody gonna get killed. All right? So then you guys, Tommy goes to Instagram and exposes everything. Okay? And this is where it gets really, really, really juicy. Hold on. Shout out to the Shade Room. Let's see.
Let's get into it. So all I said was, hi. All I said was, he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my and I sent him on his way. It wasn't the, middle class house that he lives in Atlanta. It wasn't the Bentleys, because I drive a Rolls Royce, that got me. It wasn't, the slick part thing he got going on. It wasn't none of that. It was when he paid for the Waldorf in points, I knew that I could no longer play this game. So it was a one-night thing. One thing, JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton. Not Mrs. Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no sold out. Between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that's your man, as you say, then you need to check him. You need to really check him and check your situation and really see if you're sleeping with the enemy or not. I am not your problem. I don't know you. The sad situation is, like, we're black. Tamar, I could say your name. I know I'm not a crackhead. I live too well, baby, and I've never indulged in drugs. I don't have to keep saying that. Y'all gonna run with whatever. But we're two black girls letting this, I'm not even gonna say the race or whatever, play with us. Like, tighten up. Tighten up, my girl. I'm not your issue. That's your issue. And sleeping with people like that and trusting them, this be the problem. Y'all be sold for the and then wanna, yeah, we had an issue. Yes, I'm gonna play with you. I'm gonna play with you. But once I seen the severity of the situation, I was like, damn, this is kind of fucked up, actually. Because I'm at home right now with my man, and we laugh together. We don't give a fuck about this internet. And he would never talk to you. You could never get to look your way. Now go kiss him in the mouth. It's the sad.
That's why I had to go get my...
Okay. So here's the thing. And let me break down everything Tommie just said. I never thought I would say this, but Tommie won this. Tommie won this beef. Tommie said, checkmate. Tamar, you look, I can't say this enough. You look so dumb. You look so dumb, okay? First off, Tommie denies ever indulging in drugs. That's a lie, okay? But I believe everything else. She says that she went into whatchamacallit's DM, the man's JR's DMs, and said he had a nice suit. And then after that, they, started communicating, and then they went out, right? She said, you wear these suits so well. He said, thank you. They don't make them like me anymore. And then he complimented her and said, you always look amazing in her shoots, in your shoots, he says on Instagram. She doesn't. It's very overly photoshopped and her BBL is lopsided, but listen, that's a different conversation for a different day. She said, definitely don't everyone isn't able, love. Okay, her English is off. I don't know what she's trying to say. Then she says, thanks, I appreciate you, responding to his compliment to her. Then he says, respect. We should grab dinner when you are available. She says, where are you located? LA? He says, ATL, my base law firm is there. He flew her out to, I guess, Atlanta. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. She might live in Atlanta too. I'm not sure. Somebody fact check me. I don't know. But flew her out to wherever they was. They went to a basketball game. They stayed at the Waldorf Astoria, using points. She claims that he used points. Now, I don't know how she knows that Jeremy Robinson was at the Waldorf using points. But to me, if somebody's using points to pay for a flight or a hotel room, that kind of means they got money, right? If you have, because it takes a lot of points to get free rooms and free flights and stuff like that. So that means you're spending a lot of money, which means you make a lot of money. People who use points, they spend. You can't have points without spending. Okay. So went to the Waldorf Astoria, and apparently, allegedly, according to Tommie, he ate her ass. Tamar's boyfriend, JR, ate Tommie's ass. Then after he ate Tommie's ass, he started talking shit about Tamar with his stank shitty breath from eating ass, and called Tamar messy, said that he kicked her out, and told Tommie that after he kicked her out, that Tamar went back to her mama's house. And then Tommie gonna say she's with her man right now and they laughing about this internet shit. My question is, Tommie, you kind of look a little stupid too, because first off, you do drugs. That's number one, allegedly. Second of all, you DM'd him first. And then third of all, you have a man and y'all laughing about this. Were you with this man when you got flued out by JR? Okay. But then Tommie kind of won when she said, yeah, my man would never get with you. Okay. Your man tried to get with me, right? Wanted to get with me, wanted to eat my ass out, did eat my ass out. but my man would never want to be with you. Tamar, instead of quoting waiting to exhale, you need to be quoting sleeping with the enemy. This is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Tamar, I can't. Like, I just, oh my God. Like, I would be mortified if I was in your shoes. How this lady is online talking about he flew her out, ate her ass, and was talking shit. With his shitty breath, was talking shit about you. And then you on stage talking about he a good man, Savannah. He's a good man? That's a good man to you? Child, the pink penis better be good. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.